23 pounds, ice cream, every year, per person. More than almost any country. A lot of it comes on a stick. But here is something that might surprise you. The ice cream bar is only 100 years old. Before it existed, you couldn't eat ice cream without a bowl, a cone, or a spoon. One invention changed that. Ice cream became portable, holdable, walkable. That design hasn't fundamentally changed since 1920. The stick still locks in place the same way. The chocolate shell still forms the same way. 100 years of engineering, and the bar in your freezer is still three things: ice cream, chocolate, and a stick. The process behind those three things is what makes the difference. 1920, Onawa, Iowa. Population 2,256. Christian Kent Nelson ran the Royal Ice Cream Parlor between teaching high school classes. One afternoon, a boy came in with a nickel. He wanted ice cream and a chocolate bar. He couldn't afford both. Nelson spent 4 weeks trying to make chocolate stick to frozen ice cream. Cocoa butter. That was the answer. He made 500 bars. Called them ice cream bars. Sold everyone at a fireman's picnic. On July 13, 1921, he met a candy maker named Russell Stover. They signed a deal that same day, handwritten on Graham Ice Cream Company letterhead. Clara Stover named it Eskimo Pie. Russell took out the stick. By 1922, 2,700 manufacturers were producing 1 million pies a day. That same year in Youngstown, Ohio, a confectioner named Harry Burt built his own chocolate-coated ice cream bar. His daughter Ruth tried it. Great flavor. Messy hands. His son Harry Jr. saw the lollipop sticks sitting on the counter. Same ones they used for candy. He said to put them in the ice cream. They tried it. Ice crystals interlocked with the wood grain. Permanent bond. That was the real innovation. Burt filed for a patent. Rejected. Too similar to Eskimo pie. The only proof was the product itself, and ice cream doesn't travel. His son tried anyway, packed a bucket, took it to Washington, won. But neither Burt nor Nelson would recognize what their invention became. What started in a candy shop is now a production line. Here is the thing nobody tells you. A modern ice cream bar starts as liquid. Milk, cream, sugar, stabilizers like guar gum and carrageenan, emulsifiers, flavoring. The mix must contain at least 10% milk fat and 20% total milk solids by weight. Pasteurized at 80 degrees Celsius. Homogenized under high pressure until the fat breaks down so fine you can't feel it. No graininess, no ice chunks, smooth from the first bite. Cooled to 4 degrees. Then it rests. It ages 4 to 24 hours. The mix thickens. The fat firms up. Stronger body. Holds together longer in heat. Skip this step and the bar falls apart in your hand. Then the continuous freezer. Fixed metal barrel. High-speed dasher spinning inside. Temperature drops to -5 to -7 degrees Celsius. Air gets injected, controlled, measured. That air is called overrun. Ice cream bars run 30 to 50% overrun. Dense, firm. Holds its shape on a stick. Regular commercial ice cream runs 50 to 100%. Economy brands push toward 100. Half the container is air. Premium brands sit at 25 to 50%. A premium pint feels heavier. That's not marketing, that's density. US regulation, at least 4.5 pounds per gallon. That caps the air. When it comes out, only half the water has frozen. Soft, pliable, basically soft serve. The ice cream gets extruded through molds and shaped into bars. Birch sticks go in while it's still soft. As the bar freezes, ice crystals interlock with the wood grain. Same bond from 1920. Still works. Klondike took a different path. No stick, chocolate on all sides. Then the hardening tunnel. -30 to -40 degrees Celsius. Solid in minutes. Rock hard. Then the enrober. A machine that creates a continuous waterfall of liquid chocolate held at 40 to 45 degrees Celsius. The bars pass through on a conveyor. Inside, -30 or colder. Hot liquid chocolate hits frozen surface and solidifies almost instantly. That snap, that crack when you bite in. The temperature gap at work. Toppings like almonds or cookie crumbs drop onto the coating before it sets. They embed in the tacky surface. The coating sets faster than regular chocolate, freezes on contact, thin enough to bite, won't shatter. Seconds. The whole coating done, wrapping, boxing, cold storage at -18 degrees Celsius. Modern lines produce up to 300 bars a minute, non-stop. 100 years of engineering, and it's still chocolate and ice cream on a stick. Pick up an economy bar. Now pick up a premium one. Same size. Feel the difference. At 100% overrun, you're holding a product that's half air. At 30%, you're holding ice cream. Before 1987, no ice cream bar had ever been coated in real chocolate at those temperatures. The industry used compound chocolate, a cheaper coating made with vegetable oil. Then a Belgian engineer named Geert de Bevier figured out how to coat a frozen bar in real chocolate at -40 without the shell cracking. The bar was Magnum, first ice cream bar designed for adults. Before that, ice cream bars were kids' treats, corner store snacks. Magnum changed the category. Magnum launched in Germany in 1989, not in the US until 2011, 22 years later. Europeans had it for a full generation before Americans could buy one. Today, more than 1 billion Magnum bars sell every year. You've picked between them in the freezer aisle, Klondike or Good Humor, Popsicle or Magnum, compared prices, read labels, chose one over the other. They're the same company. In 2025, Unilever spun its entire ice cream division into one operation. That single operation now owns Klondike, Good Humor, Popsicle, Magnum, Ben & Jerry's, Breyers, Talenti, Cornetto, and Walls. $9.3 billion in annual revenue. The choice you're making at the freezer door isn't between competitors. It's between products from the same owner, on the same supply chain, with the same margin targets. The packaging is different. The company isn't. Try this. Next time you're in the freezer aisle, pick up 2 bars, same size. One economy, one premium. Feel the weight. The heavier one has less air, more ice cream. That's what you're paying for. Look at the stick. If it's there, that's Harry Bert's 1920 design. No stick means the Eskimo pie tradition, the format Clara Stover insisted on. 2 philosophies from the same 2-year window. Frozen novelties have surpassed traditional tub ice cream in total US sales. Bars and cones are the fastest growing formats, not slowing down. 97% of Americans say they love or like ice cream. 380 million Klondike bars a year. Over 2 billion popsicles. One caveat: premium price doesn't always mean premium product. Some expensive brands still run high overrun. Weight tells you more. Ice cream bars weren't invented for summer. They were invented for a boy who couldn't choose between chocolate and ice cream. The fact that they became summer's defining treat, nobody planned it. From a bowl and a spoon to every freezer aisle in America, 100 years of ice cream bars started with one invention. That is the process. We reveal how things actually work, one story at a time. If there's something you'd like us to explore next, let us know. Until then, trust the process.